Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. Your time is 9:14 now. Before you add barn doors, stainless steel appliances, or an accent wall to your home, listen up. Those things may not be trending anymore. HGTV host Egypt Sherrod is here with advice on changing trends and how to keep your home current. And it's so good to have you back with us, Egypt.
Thank you so much, Alyse.
Thank
I always
you.
love joining you. I'm going to tell you something. I don't want anybody to panic.
No, don't
The
panic.
minute you say stainless steel is out, people are saying, what? What do you mean? I just got a whole new appliance package. What we're talking about are things that you can do to now update your home, get it ready for the spring market, especially if you're thinking about selling it. Now millennials are leading the pack as far as home buyers, and that's more than 50% of people that could be entering your home while you're trying to sell it. It's important to know what they consider important. And millennials are saying smart home technology is the expectation. Don't even consider that an upgrade.
That's a little needy, I think. But if that's what they're wanting, Egypt,
that is what they're wanting. I mean, and we're talking about things like smart door locks, smart thermostats, smart smoke detectors. If you really want to up the ante, smart irrigation systems.
Oh my
but
goodness.
in the big picture, these things aren't very costly to make your home appeal to a larger market. So just think, get your home up to speed, make it smart.
Sure, those aren't big structural things to do,
no.
but something to keep in mind there. Okay, all white kitchens being out. Listen, I've never felt like my home was so not trendy until I went through all these and was like, wait, I have that and that.
I want you to know, wait a minute, don't feel alone. I confess, an all white kitchen.
Okay.
These are not the trends that I make. I'm simply informing you that all of the design leaders are saying that was out and this is what's
You're the
in.
messenger.
I am the messenger.
Okay.
And so now what I want you to think about, if you're redoing your kitchen or updating, warm tones, the new neutrals. Believe it or not, navy blue is a new neutral. Here's a picture of a home we just did for Urban Oasis.
Beautiful.
Look at that beautiful navy blue kitchen. You would have never thought to dare put navy blue on cabinets a few years ago. Also, grays, blacks. Here's a dual tone kitchen that I did on my show Flipping Virgins, where the base is black and the uppers are white, but it makes it feel really earthy. Yes, this is a house we just did in Brookhaven.
Beautiful.
So these are things to think about. Don't just stick to the old basics, because all white everything was really in with farmhouse. Now farmhouse trend is going out of style.
Which we'll talk a little bit more about in just a second. But first, we're going to stay in the kitchen talking about those stainless steel appliances. I thought I was kind of fancy because I had those.
And again, as long as you're happy, this is your house. You want to be happy. You want to enjoy it while you're living in it. So don't worry about your stainless steel appliances. But if you're going out to buy a new package now, you might want to think about upping the ante a bit. So matte black appliances, rose gold, copper appliances, and dare I say it, white appliances are making a comeback. I know when you think white appliances, you think 1970 something.
Old school.
But these are high-tech, glossy appliances that are, look at this stove here.
It's beautiful.
This is a house that we just renovated in Sandy Springs. It's actually on the market right now. So 435 Amber Ridge Trail. You can check that out because I listed it. Thank you.
Okay, I love it. It does look good. It does look good. And you're right. Yeah, you are starting to see those different popsicles. Is it because everybody started getting stainless, so it just became?
I think it's, just like granite, it's the expectation now. How dare you not at the very least have granite countertops. You gotta have quartz, you gotta think marble. So now stainless steel is everywhere. What's next? And these are some of the trends that we're seeing pop up everywhere. If you walk in your basic big box stores, you'll actually start to see these type of finishes on appliances now.
Something else we're seeing a lot of are those statement ceilings.
Yeah, well, it used to be in the 80s and 90s, we thought we were doing something if we faux a wall. If we painted an accent wall, okay, great. But now buyers are watching a lot of HGTV. They're becoming more design savvy.
People like you.
Yeah, we did this. More millwork. Look at the detail in this ceiling here.
Beautiful.
This is amazing. I did this with my own hands, with my flippers on Flipping Virgins. And it took us an afternoon to accomplish this, but it's a wow factor. So if you're thinking about updating a wall, think texture. If you're doing something on the ceiling, think millwork versus faux or gold leafing.
Okay, it does look good. I like that. So interesting.
So it passes your test.
It passes the test. I do really like that. Something else at the beginning, Egypt, you talked about that rustic kind of farmhouse look, which when you think about that, you think of barn doors.
I personally still like the farmhouse look, but again, it's starting to go out. And when we see that the design trends are aging, buyers are always about a year or two behind.
Okay.
So, or I should say homeowners are a year or two behind. And so this is what you should start thinking about. Architectural details that are just so random in homes can start to make a house feel disjointed. And one of those features we've been seeing are barn doors. They came in and everybody wanted a barn door. Every door in your house had to have a barn door. This door my husband actually made. Yes, in one of our properties. But guess what? They don't go in every house. So if you have a mid-century modern home, why do you have a barn door in it? It makes no sense. Colonial style, craftsman style, farmhouse, yes, barn doors. A loft style apartment, you can get away with a sliding door, but maybe think an industrial door. Go with the integrity of the home. And if you're unsure, find out what style of house you live in and then look up pictures online to give you an idea of what you can do to enhance your home, but actually make sense.
So think outside the barn doors, that's what you're saying.
That's a good one. Think outside the doors.
That's very helpful. Another thing that we're seeing, lots of color, pops of color in homes.
Well, I personally, I like neutral. Yeah, I like calming colors. If you walk in my house, you think sand, you think ocean, but apparently I'm outdated too. And so what I've been doing in a lot of our flip homes when it comes to staging is adding that big burst of color. So you can have a canvas that's neutral, it's white or it's beige, but then pop every room, whether it's the art, the pillows, with some bright, vivid color. The Pantone color of the year is ultraviolet, and you see I'm kind of dressed for the occasion here, kind of. I'm like an Easter egg, but this is, this gives you an example of the vivid color that people are looking for right now. And so it can just be a pillow. Like I said, it can be a rug. It doesn't have to be the whole room. Definitely not the paint on the walls.
Okay. Well, that's good to know too, because I wondered if that was part of it too. So.
Well.
Yeah, I guess
depends on how far you want to go.
Right?
I think you might get bored with an ultraviolet wall in your house after a while. Yeah.
Could go out. Now, of course, you're a part of Flipping Virgins, and new season starts in April, but they're casting for the show.
Yeah.
So how do we get in on that?
Well, we've done 3 seasons of Flipping Virgins here in Atlanta. I'm the host. I'm also the executive producer of the show, so I'm very proud to be able to showcase our city. But we are getting ready to cast for a new block of episodes, so they can just go to flippingvirgins.castingcrane.com if you're thinking about flipping a house in the coming months. I'd love to see you on TV.
All right, love it, and thank you so much for these really tips. It gives you something to think about, at least. As
and that's really what it is. You don't have to run out and give your husband a heart attack, ladies.
We're changing all the appliances.
We have to redesign our whole house. That's not what it's about. It's as you are updating, thinking about other options that are available and that will definitely become more cutting edge.
Love it, helping us stay on trend. Egypt Sherrod, it's so good to see you.
You too.
Thanks for coming in today. I need to give you my address. Have you pop by?
She's trying to put me to work. You see this.
For more on Egypt Sherrod or her HGTV shows, you can go to fox5atlanta.com. Just look for the viewer information story. It's 9:21 now. Coming up on Good Day, Paul Milliken is gearing up for race weekend at Atlanta Motor Speedway.